Shedeur stats in start number 1. How about for the encore? Sanders looking to become the first rookie quarterback in franchise history to win each of their first 2 starts with Cleveland, taking on Brock Purdy and the Niners, who currently sit in that final NFC playoff spot, but looking for win number 9. Early first quarter, Browns punting it away. Sky Moore, which is just a great special teams name. Sky Moore finds more, and he wants even more.
Wasn't a very good wide receiver.
Off the left side, so return punts. Sets up the 49ers in prime position. On the ensuing drive, Purdy hands it off to CMC, muscles his way home for 6. McCaffrey's 3rd straight game with a touchdown, 49ers up in front early. Just under a minute to go in the half, Browns still trailing 7-0. Sanders finds Harold Fannin Jr., who's in the end zone. Browns go for 2, and they get it, 8-7. Sanders' first half, 8 of 11, 96 yards, and that touchdown. 49ers answer. Purdy downfield to Georgie Porgy. He held on for long enough.
Yeah, great catch.
Hauls it in.
Great concentration.
All sorts of limbs and extremities down. That is a good catch.
Bumbo.
Sets up the Niners for a short field goal to take the 10-8 lead, then mid-third. Direct snap to Fannin on 4th and 1.
Stone hands.
We get a little cute here on 4th and
tight
1.
ends at quarterback position, taking snap under center. Come on.
Happened twice today.
Yes.
Do love this. A little pull read look by Purdy.
Oh.
And then
Ooh, he
does his Dougie.
That's so out of, man, that's so old.
Are we spamming celebrations, quarterback to quarterback here?
I think they should bring the old school celebrations back. The old dance concepts, the Dougie.
You know what we need to bring back? Bowl security. A fumble muffed on the punt.
My first touchdown.
49ers take advantage. Juwan Jennings.
Yes.
49ers starting to run away. Jennings back-to-back games with a touchdown. Matt cashed in on the other. Ugh. Free runner in Sanders' face. Keon White. Turnover on downs. That was 4th and 16. That seals it. 49ers go on to win it 26-8. Their 4th winning season in the last 5 years. The Browns, meantime, it's their 4th losing season in the last 5 years. Taking a look at Sanders' numbers, 16-25 for 149 and a touchdown, but Cleveland just outmatched in every aspect here on Sunday.
Well, Brock, congratulations on the win. The first for San Francisco and Cleveland since 1984. How were you guys able to do what you did today in these conditions against this Browns defensive front?
Man, just a complete team effort across the board. Defense, special teams, offense, everyone doing their job and just trying to play smart football with the conditions that we were in. And on a road environment like this, like, you got to be on top of your stuff. So I just credit to our coaches getting us right and executing.
Certainly couldn't tell you're playing through a turf toe injury. You ran one in, you threw for another one, you were scrambling around all day. How does the toe feel after your 3rd game back?
Yeah, it feels great. You know, when I'm out here, I'm not thinking about it. It's, you know, I'm trying to do my assignments and lock into throwing guys open and everything. So it's good. But more than anything, I just got, you know, the guys on this team that got my back, and I just want to go to war for them and with them. So I'm glad we did that today.
Yeah, and you finally get a bye week. What are your plans for the bye week? How will you utilize that time to get yourself set for that final tough stretch of the season?
Yeah, I mean, end of the season right now, like, this is all that matters with playing it with one game at a time kind of mentality. So, I mean, we're just going to get healthy, heal up, get all their other guys back, and ready to roll for the end of the season.
Have a safe trip home. Thanks, Brock.
Go Niners.
All right, so Niners get the win, but Shedeur in Cleveland, always a story. A look here at his first 2 career starts, a win and a loss. The offense just stalling at midfield throughout this one, 16-25, 149, and a touchdown. Back with the fellas, and we will start with Sanders. I'm not sure it's the type of performance that will launch 10,000 takes the way that his performances often do, one way or the other. Pat, I'm coming to you here on Shedeur. The numbers tell one story, but tell me the real story of how Shedeur played today.
Too many sacks. I believe when he's able to drop back, he has to find a way to step up more in the pocket. I believe he retrieved a little bit too much, because if you look at those sacks, it took him out of field goal range in one of them. In 3 sacks, I believe he lost 34 yards or something like that. So that's a huge number. He has to get better with his pocket presence as far as stepping up versus retrieving. But overall, I mean, he didn't have an opportunity to really throw it to any receivers. That was a nice pass to his tight end to give them their only touchdown of the day. But for the most part, he kept the ball out of the other team's hands. And the game plan wasn't really for him to go out there and do anything special. So for the most part, he didn't turn the ball over, but the sacks have to get better. He has to do a better job of stepping up in the pocket, in my opinion.
When you look at a game like today, when the offense was a bit stagnant, they had issues protecting the young quarterback, I would love to see Kevin Stefanski utilize tempo. go fast, change up the tempo a little bit, because if you look at Shedeur Sanders' collegiate career, he was at his best sometimes utilizing tempo. And the thing about tempo, when you have concerns with the offensive line, it kind of gives them the upper hand when you're going fast, because now the defensive front, they can't just peel their ears back and just go, go, go. Now they got to really second guess themselves because of the timing. But to Pat's point, he protected the football. This was a tall task, not just for Shedeur, but collectively for Cleveland, because this is a better team than what they saw last week. That was a great matchup for a young quarterback to make his first start last week against the Raiders. But this is a playoff caliber team, a team that has championship-like aspirations, championship pedigree on the coaching staff, and they're a talented team. So we knew this would be a bit difficult. We wanted to see progress. We saw a little bit, but you want to continue to see him develop. But I can say this, in terms of the future preferences with the Cleveland Browns, I love what I'm seeing from out of Quinshon Judkins. Yeah. You look at Harold Fannin, he's going to be a big-time playmaker for them, along with what Shedeur Sanders has been able to do. So we know they're a year or so away, but they have some nice young pieces I think they can build around.
To eschew any doubt, as we often have to here with Shedeur Sanders, he will start next week at home against the Tennessee Titans, another opponent that presents some opportunity, JJ, that official from Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, so we're not waiting until Monday to hear anything. He just goes ahead and says it's going to be Shedeur. That's great. Dillon Gabriel is healthy enough to go out there and start. We've already seen him in 6+ games. Dillon Gabriel is not starting. They are going with Shedeur now for a 3rd consecutive game. Let's also remember they do have a Deshaun Watson who is getting healthier, who they are not tipping their hand about if he is going to play this season or not. But that is something that needs to be and remain in the equation here in the final stanza of the season. Meanwhile, for Shedeur Sanders, he's someone who played just okay today. This was an overmatched Cleveland Browns team. We all just have to be honest about it. In every phase, we heard Brock Purdy say that they won in every phase they did because they outmatched the Cleveland Browns in every phase. Only 1 sack for Myles Garrett today, right? They could only really get to Brock Purdy that one time. You had the wind. That was also a legitimate factor in this ball game. So if you look at his sort of pedestrian passing numbers, I'm talking about Shedeur Sanders, have to factor in that the wind was a factor. They took him out again on that 2-point conversion. One wonders if that was because of the wind for the extra point and not necessarily because they just want to take Shedeur Sanders out and do the Wildcat. All those things said, you talk about the sacks, the 4th downs. And Harold Fannin Jr. getting under center, and he's a fantastic rookie tight end. Let him be a fantastic rookie tight end. He doesn't have to get under center. I'm not saying that Shedeur was going to convert that 4th and whatever. But Harold Fannin Jr. probably doesn't need to be taking under center snaps.
And you know what bothers me about that play so much, and Pat probably can contest to this as well. When you do that look in the week of prep, it's not live. Yeah. So a tight end that's not accustomed to taking the center, the snap exchange from under center, you're not getting a realistic look because no one is going full speed. So clearly the timing is not going to be the same like it is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, how it will be on Sunday. And that's why we saw multiple tight ends get under center, and Tyler Warren in the Colts game. So I don't understand the coaching and the mindset because, you know, there's not full speed in the week of.
Mac, if I may, a thought here on the team with 9 wins, who's squarely in a divisional race and will be a participant in the playoffs. Not mathematically official just yet, but the San Francisco team somehow continues to maintain their standard no matter who's standing across from them. If we could look at the schedule here, there's a chance to win a division, host some games, make some noise. Mac, this is a San Francisco team, despite the injuries, that continues to play an elite level of football.
I'll say this. Outside of the year, you know, the 2 years when they made it to the Super Bowl, this is Kyle Shanahan's best coaching performance. Yep. Because of the injuries, the adverse situations he's been dealt with, and still not making any excuses.
Name them.
Winning.
Like Bosa?
Ayuk, Fred Warner.
The best defensive player.
I mean, the rookie from Georgia, the D lineman.
Pearsall's been out more than he's been
out. Jawan Jennings.
Trent left a season ago.
Trent Williams is a shell of himself.
I mean, like all the injuries they've been hit with, and they still find ways to win. And today was a trap game scenario. You know, I talk about it anytime. You play Cleveland at 1 o'clock and it looks like it's 7 p.m. outside. It's a dreary situation. It's a trap-like moment. We've seen the Green Bay Packers go into that same atmosphere and take one on the chin. When you look at San Francisco, their ability to win the necessary ball games in a weekend on a Sunday where the Rams took one on the chin. That division, to your point, Joe, is wide open. Yeah. But I do believe 3 teams get into the playoffs from the West. I think 3 can get in. I think 3. Because we saw 3 get in from the NFC North last year, right?
That'd be a blow to the NFC North if 3 get in from the West.
You have 6 teams that appear to be playoff caliber between those 2 divisions. You will have 2 division champions, and then you got 3 open spots for the 4 other teams. Detroit currently the odd team out. Games yet to be played. San Francisco taking another step towards playoff football. A look here at 800 plus on the ground and through the air. We cannot overstate what CMC has meant to that maintenance of standard. Christian McCaffrey joining an elite list as he looks to become the first ever player with more than 1 season of 1,000 plus. More to come here on CBS Sports HQ. Straight ahead on a bum shoulder. Could Baker and the Bucs rally back? We got highlights and reaction next.